Hello and welcome, my grade 12 students. Today we are going to start chapter number 1 from our NCERT book of Computer Science. Chapter 1 is Exception Handling in Python. Oh yes, we are still going to continue with Python. We have so far read, understood that Python is a high-level programming language. It is very easy to learn, it's easy to understand and easy to write because it uses simple English words. The parameters that are being used, the functions that are used, the data types that are used are all very easy in Python. Also, recall, Python is a case-sensitive language, isn't it? If we have any of the default keywords given in capital letters, it should remain that way. The moment we change it to lowercase, it gives us an error. And the kind of error it gives is, I hope you remember that. Okay, so exception handling in Python. What is exception handling? Why are we studying this? Now let me give you a quick hint. Whenever there is an error, be it whichever kind of error it is, it has to be handled, it has to be solved, It has to be corrected so that we can execute our code successfully. That is just simply what we are going to learn, the exception handling, types of exceptional handling. Okay, let us begin quickly. So in this chapter we have you can see from first is our introduction, then the error, then the exception, the built-in, raising, handling, and then the finally close. So let us begin quickly with the introduction. Sometimes while executing a Python program, the program does not execute at all, or the program executes but generates unexpected output or behaves abnormally. These occur when there are syntax errors, runtime errors, or logical errors in the code. In Python, exceptions are errors that get triggered automatically. However, exceptions can be forcefully triggered and handled through program code. In this chapter, we will learn about exception handling in Python programs. Okay, so I am sure you are not new to this word, syntax error, runtime error, and logical error. We are having a repeat of these things. You see, whenever we click on the run button in our shell, the program begins executing. But in a situation where it does not execute at all, that's situation number 1. The second situation is it generates an unexpected output. Maybe it shows you error, maybe it just shows you not compiling, things like this. And the third situation is it behaves abnormally. So as you know about the 3 types of error, the syntax, runtime, and logical errors. Now, these exceptions, they can happen automatically or they can be forcefully triggered, that is started. Remember, we have studied about explicit and implicit. That is when automatically and then when the programmer forcefully triggers. So the same thing with exceptions. Exceptions are errors that get triggered automatically, and exceptions can be forcefully triggered also. So we are going to learn what exception handling seems to be in Python programs. To begin with, syntax errors. Now we know syntax, that is the grammar of the code, the way we write the code. And whenever we do have a mistake in that, it gives us a syntax error. So, see, we have followed the rules of a particular programming language while writing a program. Now, if we do not follow those rules, these syntax errors occur. And another name for syntax error is parsing errors. Another name for syntax error is parsing errors. On encountering a syntax error, the interpreter does not execute the program unless we rectify the errors. We know this that our shell interpreter, the moment it comes across a syntax error, it stops. It does not complete the execution till we solve out the errors. Okay? And then save and rerun the program. When a syntax error is encountered while working in shell mode, Python displays the name of the error and a small description. So, it is going to be more easier for us to understand the error once the name is given and a description is given. So now let us look at this example here. See, this is our interpreter here. We have Python, the version, then we have the date, we have the timing. Now, type copyright, credits or license for more information. Our prompt has come. You can see we have given the marks as 10. And now we have a condition. If marks is greater than 20, print good score. Okay? Print good score. Now we have run this program and it does not execute. It gives us this error here. Syntax error. It has shown us that which kind of error it is. Okay? Syntax error. Missing parenthesis in call to print. Did you mean good score? You see? Remember, we always used to put parenthesis here after print and then here in the end. The quotation marks are here because good score is a string. But there must be parenthesis here and here. Look at it given. Did you mean print? One parenthesis here and then the closing here. So this is the correct syntax of writing it. We did not put the parenthesis. That becomes a syntax error. So it has been written syntax error. This makes it easy for us to understand what kind of error it is, okay, and what the error wants. So a syntax error is reported by the Python interpreter giving a brief explanation about the error and a suggestion to rectify it. We have three things. First, it is a syntax error. Second, it is telling us what the error is, missing parenthesis. And third, it is giving us a suggestion to solve, to correct the problem. Okay, this is the suggestion. Similarly, when a syntax error is encountered while running a program in script mode, as shown below, now let us look at this one. The first one is the shell mode and this is the script mode. Now look here. The first error that came, it was inside the same window where we were running the program. Now in the script mode, is another dialog box opens which gives us the error. Look at this here. We have defined test as marks which is equal to 20. We have a conditional statement that if the marks are greater than 10, then we have to print good score. The same thing, the parentheses are here missing. But when we run this program, it does not show us here written inside the same box. Rather, it gives us another dialog box. This small window you can see here is a dialog box. Up here is written the type of error it is. Here it is written what the error is, missing parenthesis. And then it's giving a suggestion. Did you mean print good score with parenthesis? Okay. So this is the difference between the shell mode and the script mode. When there is an error in the shell mode, it gives us this message here within this interpreter. It will tell you the type of error, it will tell you what the error is, and it will give you a suggestion. This is in the shell mode. But in the script mode, where you have your code written, it will not give you the error here. Rather, it opens another dialog box in which the title will be the type of error. Inside the dialog box will be written what the error is and then the suggestion. Okay? I hope you remember this. Now, let's come to half of our topic, exceptions. Even if a statement or expression is syntactically correct, there might arise an error during its execution. Of course, even if there is no syntax error, there might be any other error when it is being executed. For example, trying to open a file that does not exist, division by 0, and so on. So remember, we also read that when we are trying to run a program, after we have given the code in the prompt, we then first save that file and then run the file separately. Now, and when we save that file, it has to be with an extension of .py, that is .python. So now, for example, we stored a file with the name grade11.python, all in lowercase. And then when we want to execute that file, we begin searching for 11th grade.py. Now, when you're searching for a file that does not exist, it is an error. Okay? When you are dividing by 0, it is also an error. Don't forget this. So such type of errors might disrupt the normal execution of the program and are called exceptions. So these mini, micro and not syntax errors, whenever they come up during the execution and they disrupt, that is the spoil or the stop or the slow the normal running of a program, we call them exceptions. Exceptions come from the word except, and you know, except means something that we are taken separately out. An exception is a Python object that represents an error. So we have also studied in Python, everything is an object. Among them is exception, and it represents an error. When an error occurs during the execution of a program, an exception is said to have been raised. So when we are running a program, when we have given the command to run a program and there is an error which is not a syntax error, which is not a logical error, which is not a runtime error, maybe it is an error like 200 divided by 0, that error is called an exception. Now, such an exception needs to be handled by the programmer so that the program does not terminate abnormally. Now, when I, for example, am running a program and I come across such an error, I have to quickly rectify it. If not, I might lose all my code. Okay? When a program terminates abnormally, terminate means end. Okay? Close. So when it closes suddenly, the screen just vanishes. The compiler will suddenly close. Your system might even restart. So all the code you typed has been erased. So we have to handle it very carefully. Therefore, while designing a program, a programmer may anticipate such erroneous situations that may arise during its execution and can address them by including appropriate code to handle that exception. So if I am trying to run a program and I come across a situation where there are errors, I can quickly see what the error name is, what it is saying it is, and quickly see the suggestion and rectify that program before my code terminates. Okay? It is to be noted that syntax error shown in figures 1.1, 1.3 is also an exception. But all other exceptions are generated when a program is syntactically correct. So you should remember this condition that it is possible that a syntax error is also an exception. But once the syntax is correct and then there is any other exception or any other error, we call that an exception. Okay? I repeat, a syntax error can also be an exception, but all the other errors that are generated while executing a program, even if there is no syntax error, they are also called exceptions. Now we have two types. We have the built-in exceptions and the user-defined exceptions. Obviously, we have studied about the built-in functions, also built-in modules. Same thing, built-in exceptions. They are already defined in our compiler or in our interpreter. The Python standard library has this extensive collection and they deal, whenever there is an error, they handle it immediately. Okay? They try to solve it and do it immediately because they already exist in the Python's standard library. Okay? So built-in exceptions, they are usually defined within our compiler or the shell interpreter. Thank you.